Alright, so a fan of the show sent me some cool items for me and Kevtris to review, so I finally got them down here and we finally got a look at this stuff. And this is stuff that somebody sent me.
Oh yeah, that we're going to look at?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's at Retrostage.
Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty good. Damn sight better than you-know-who.
Right here it is. He also sent me one of those.
Why is that?
I think this is the second version.
Why did he send you this?
You want me to compare them?
Oh,
For
yeah.
us to compare them.
Oh, how crappy this one is versus this.
And remember how the very first one I had, we found a bunch of traces that had a bunch of squares on them?
Mm-hmm.
Or 90s. And then we had a second one that had less. I think this is the one that has less.
Man, what a mess. Auto routing. Oh yeah, auto routing, that's good enough.
I'm not totally convinced this isn't auto-routed too. There's a bunch of little stuff on here.
Yeah, this might be. I know this is kind of an ugly board too. Look at this one. What's this, MMC3? Yeah. I guess it's not terrible, but you see stuff like this where it goes between, two little things like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember when the guy first posted that he was doing them.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, why don't you have these?
Uh-huh.
Put that in the screen here.
Oh, you're actually videoing?
Yeah. I said, why don't you have those on here? And he argued that wasn't necessary.
What things?
Where it catches the actual...
Oh. Yeah, well, it's better if you have
plastic.
those.
Yeah, well, he's already paying to go up so far.
Yeah, I might as well just put it on there, yeah.
I still don't understand why he doesn't do it. And I think we talked about this last time. I don't know, I was talking about NROM boards, I think, but the NROM doesn't go over either.
Uh-huh. Well, the NROM, the board's really short, so that's why it doesn't. But yeah, I agree. He should have went around that because he has the material. He's paying for it here.
It's not going to cost any extra.
Mm-mm.
And on that one, of course, he's got where it comes up to that hole, so that's going to hold it. Which
yeah, that's pretty good.
That's fine. But I kept saying, if that little tiny piece of plastic there breaks, or both of them, you can pull the whole PCB
right out. Yeah.
So why they're not there, I don't know. And why the fingers are so long and exposed. I mean, if you really look closely, even on both boards, there is a tiny little bit of trace exposed right on the edge of them fingers. And this is where corrosion happens, is right on that line.
Yeah.
Why not bring the solder mask down to at least past where they come together?
Yeah, you should. You should bring that mask down a little bit.
Yeah. And then there's what else? Why not? Why have all these I don't know what you call
holes?
It, all the packages.
All the
different.
pads. The pads are different.
The
yeah,
pads
you're
are
right.
Here, between here.
Yeah, well,
I love the elongated ones.
Yeah, this is the kind I've been designing in because I like them too. Because then you have a lot more meat on that, and you still get a route through there. Versus these little round ones. I used to do the little round ones, and I quit.
I did too, and I tried to solder one. I don't remember what it was. I hated them because if you don't have a really nice sharp tip on your iron, it's hard to get that hot.
Yeah.
Whereas on these, it's no
easy,
problem.
Yeah. Same with up here on those diode versus the resistors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that needs to be fixed.
But also just, the fill, you can tell there's some areas, just this whole huge areas here where the fill didn't get in there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look closely, you could probably find somewhere where one trace is close to the via that could have been moved.
Oh, of course.
And a whole much more that would have been filled in. To me, that just means it was auto-routed or he just didn't care to go back and really look into it more.
This is missing bypass, or the caps on this regulator. This regulator needs caps. It doesn't have any at all.
This will be the 3.3 for this, maybe?
Yeah, it is. There's absolutely no caps. Hell, there's no bypass caps at all. None for the chips.
Right here.
Well, you have to put those on yourself?
Looks like it.
Well, that's dumb.
There's a 22 microfarad. Maybe that's for this.
That could be. It's really far away from there. It should be really close.
It's not like there's not room.
Yeah, that output cap should be right here. Right next to that tab, which is the output.
I can't tell if it's...
yeah, this is bad right here. Let's do that. Yeah, the only thing connecting this ground fill to this ground fill is a really tiny little ground route right along there, which pretty much defeats the whole purpose of having a ground fill. If all the current gets...
And if I looked at it right, I think the top side is power.
And
the bottom is ground. Which I asked you about.
You're right.
I asked you about that, and you said that's okay, because I used to do that.
I don't like doing that myself. You won't catch me doing that.
Right.
The other thing he should probably do is, why have this dual footprint here? Why not just almost all the pins all connect directly together? Could just jumper it maybe on the bottom. There's plenty of room for the differences.
Is that what maybe all this shit is?
Well, that's because this is like a do everything board. You know, this board's basically like, oh, let's make one board to rule them all.
Yeah.
And then it ends up
insane.
Yeah, which is kind of silly seeing how cheap boards are these days. This has that crappy
coin cell holder.
Coin cell clip, and I noticed this did too. Which one was it? Yeah, this one.
That one's even surface mount.
Yeah. And that's kind of dubious. Oh, it's cheap. I wonder how long that'll last. That's probably okay for this. It's not like you're going to change it a lot, but...
Can you tell if that's hard golded or not?
It's not.
Is this? How do you tell?
Look at color. No, I don't think that is either. One way you can tell is just cycle it a couple times. You have a top loader.
Well, there's nothing...
You have a
you mean to like scratch it?
Yeah, a top loader. Like a board, yeah.
This one's running too.
Okay.
So you don't have to keep
I
going
didn't
to
know.
that one camera.
So just... And I don't know, maybe it is. See if it was that Enig gold there. I don't know. Let's try this.
You think you might see some more damage on the fingers?
Yeah, you'd see it wearing a little bit. Yeah, kind of.
That one definitely looks
See
like
how
it's leaving more of a mark on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably for this type of application, it's probably okay.
Yeah, really. How many cycles are these carts really going to take?
Yeah, see the wear right there?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, it's probably easier on this one.
Actually, I'll get this camera going. This has got the close-up lens
on
it.
The close-up lens?
Yeah. That's coming out pretty well.
It's a little blurry. A little bit. There you go. So yeah, those little marks there.
Which just looks like dirt, but it's not. They're both clean. They were both clean.
And this is the other one. Ooh, focus. Not quite as much, but I didn't cycle this one as many times. Yeah, this one's kind of wearing a bit too, so yeah, I'm guessing these are both just soft gold, so to speak. That's fine.
I'm trying to think if I've got a cart open sitting around here anywhere.
Yeah, the hard gold's usually a different color.
Like a
deeper yellowish
gold? Or?
Yeah, like a yellowish gold. These are more like a whitish.
Just take one apart.
Yeah, here's kind of what what happens with that soft gold after a while.
I did notice they're all beveled on the end.
Well, that's good.
I don't know if you can request just that and not have the hard gold, or
sure. Well, the hard gold, they don't really want to do it these days because it's too toxic.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
This one looks worn as shit anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty worn. Let's see this yellow. That's like a darker yellow. It's kind of. See, when I think of the hard gold, I think of this kind of like a yellowish versus a whitish. It's kind of hard to tell though. Oh yeah, you can see Nintendo definitely pulled the mask over most of the pin there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I'm saying. Corrosion's going to happen here no matter what, but it's going to have a lot more harder time
on a big fat pin versus a little tiny route.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, that does look auto routed. May not be, but it might be. This definitely is auto routed.
I just want to know what all of these jumper pads are for.
They're all marked.
They don't seem to be ever jumped. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of these are for like let's see, like IREM, mapper, A10 control. I mean, a lot of this would be for like if you're making an NROM game with this board, which you probably never would because it's way too big.
Right.
So this will do like NROM, CNROM, AMROM, basically everything. So this is kind of like the do everything board.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why it's got so many jumpers and stuff on it.
I just looked at his site the other day, and a lot of the stuff was sold out.
Oh yeah.
A lot of it said coming soon, or like coming next month, and that was like 3 months ago.
Yeah. Well, he's still having lots of problems not sending stuff out, apparently.
Right.
I've heard from a couple of people that they've been waiting like months, and one guy had to file a dispute with PayPal in order to get him to send him anything.
Yeah.
And that still took like a couple weeks.
Yeah, other than that, I don't really know what's going on with him.
Yeah, I don't either.
I want to say the plastics, I think the green one is from crap, what's that site? It's where the Chinese sell all their crap.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Maybe he put it on this.
Alibaba.
Something like that.
That's where you get your pirate EverDrives at, is Alibaba. Oh, damn, I forgot to bring that. I knew there was something else. But yeah, this
AliExpress.
Oh, AliExpress is like the easy version of Alibaba, where you can just pay and buy stuff, and Alibaba, normally you have to request a quote.
Oh, okay.
So
I always wondered what the difference was.
That's the difference.
And this guy, I mean, it looks
really nice, yeah.
And he has a ton of different colors.
Yeah.
And he has free shipping, and I think it's $4 a piece with free shipping. I don't remember if there was any quantity discount. And the black one, which is also looked perfect to me, that guy is Greetingcarts on Nintendoage. This black one, and it looks perfect too. That scratches from me, actually.
What did you do?
I think it actually was from this.
Oh yeah, that's a different mold.
Yeah, it's hard to tell them apart, but
oh, this is the one like Joe at work's got with the missing.
But I contacted that guy, and he has discounts for if you order multiples of whatever. But he's like practically sold out of everything, and I was going to order 500 carts, and he only has like 375 left. And of course, he's not going to get resupplied until March because it's February.
Yeah,
so it's Chinese New Year.
Yep. Yeah, it is really nice. I mean, it looks just like a legit one, other than the color.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I mean, the quality is awesome on this. I mean, it fits really well. The little finger ridges are really nice.
Yeah. On both of them, they look like original to me. That one's got to kind of snap together, and this one just kind of falls together like it should.
I should move the camera up so we're not our heads.
That one is just for when we're sitting over here.
Oh, okay.
I don't really care.
Our heads are cut off. So
People aren't worried about looking at us. I'm just worried about the products. He sent me a couple RAM chips and the AVR chip
lockout thing. You see, Microchip bought AVR or Atmel.
Really?
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago? Something like that.
Huh.
Which I thought was hilarious.
Did I ever show you the GDEMU?
Yeah, that was in the whatchamacallit, wasn't it?
Dreamcast.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't see the Dreamcast when I saw the shit, what was that thing? It took that one. The other one I saw took the USB memory stick.
Oh yeah, that was the Panasonic 3DO.
3DO, yeah.
No, this guy, I think he's been doing these for a while. But he's
nice.
got a couple for the Saturn.
Uh-huh.
And I think it takes a couple different revs because the Saturn's got 4 or 5 different motherboard revs, and it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of a thing. But he's working on a PC Engine one.
Oh, yeah?
Which is what I'm
that's pretty
waiting
cool.
for.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Really nice board layout.
I think I've had that thing for a year.
Cyclone 2. You know.
I don't even know if I've got a Dreamcast that works to put it in, honestly.
I have a Dreamcast. I don't know if it works anymore. It used to. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a really nice little board there.
Another one of those projects I wish you could bust out real quick for us. I mean, let's face it, CD-ROM parts are going to be impossible.
Well, Dreamcast, it's even worse. It's not a CD-ROM. It's not DVD-ROM. It's that GD-ROM. Also known as the goddamn ROM. Try to get parts for that.
Alright, so maybe not the most in-depth review, but give you a good idea of what we're dealing with here. I do plan on using this stuff, so we'll just call this part 1, and hopefully in the future you'll see a part 2. Stay tuned.